everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are actually going to do the introduction to my project pan. Since we are in No Money May, I am going to do this project pan. I really want to start to work through a few things that have been in my collection for a very long time. Everything is clean. I don't want to hear in the comments about how I'm so gross, because I know I'm gross. Everybody poops, whatever. I do keep my makeup very clean though, so for anybody that does want to tell me that it's not sanitary, it's clean. I spray it down all the time. So, this is not going to run like your conventional project pan because I do actually want to be successful with it, and typically I am not successful with project pans because I move through my collection too much and I have a really hard time sticking to any certain product without getting bored of it. So I will go through the products and I'm going to tell you what my goals are with each product. So the first one I have is the Ordinary's Primer. I am about halfway done this already and we are at a 1 fluid ounce total for the product. So I do like this, but I'm not sure that I completely love it. It does definitely make my makeup stick, but I find when I put setting spray over top of it, it can sometimes make it almost pull apart, and I'm not getting that with other primers, just this one. So I am almost certain it's the primer. The goal with this one is to use it up completely. I'm also not giving myself a huge timeline. I'm gonna try and do an update on each of these things each week. Some of them I don't know if I will ever get through them. My second product is actually in a different container, but this is the Smashbox Primer Water. This was in a project pan before. As you can see, the line was right here and I got down to here, and then the project pan was over. I got distracted, life happened, da-da-da. I do intend to finish this completely and hopefully within the month. I just want this out of my collection because the original primer water packaging broke, and this just sits on my vanity and I don't use it because I don't think about it because the packaging is broken and it just looks like a spray bottle to me. Some of these products is actually pretty funny. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. There is only about this much left in it. It's actually starting to separate the oils, so I do need to just get this done and out of my collection. I'm going to order, like, look how ratchet this is. This may not be clean. I'm going to order a makeup spatula thing so I can actually get the product out and remix it, but I do really like this concealer. I would probably repurchase it, but I do want this gone by hopefully the end of June at an absolute maximum. Next up, we have these two Elizabeth and James perfumes. I have been using my Tory Burch perfume just because it's easier to grab than rollerballs. I much prefer sprays to rollerballs, but I do really like to mix these two fragrances together. I have these two minis and then I have the deluxe minis as well, which are about double the size. And I just don't want 4 of the same perfume hanging around. There's just no point, especially when I'm not really reaching for them. And again, I've had them for a while. I got these for Christmas last year and I just haven't made my way through them yet. I would like these gone by the end of June as well. This product is the Farsala Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Antioxidant Serum Drops. This is almost gone. I honestly believe it's about to here. I just want this out of my collection as well. I'm finding my vanity to be a little bit too cluttered for me. Not sure I would repurchase them. I do really love the smell, but I don't notice an actual difference. I did include this in my foundation routine because at the time I was really loving it, but because I can't put my finger on why I love it, I'm just gonna move it out. I am including this foundation in the project pan. This is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is old. This needs to go. I need to be done with it. I did take a look and I'm about here, so this shouldn't be too long to get out of my collection, especially now that we're getting some nicer weather. The reason I move away from this so much is it's a little bit dark for my winter skin tone, and living in Canada, winter is mostly winter skin tone time. So, like, I need something lighter almost all the time. However, this summer this is going to be done and get out of here. It's still functioning fine. I've been wearing it for the last few days and we are good to go. This is something I'm surprised I've never actually included in a favorites because I do use it quite a bit. So there is going to be some random goals with this. I'm trying not to ring light you in the face. I would like to create a dip on the bronzer, and I would actually like to hit pan on the highlight or the setting powder, I guess it is. I use it for setting my under eye. This has a significant dent in it already. I would just like it to actually hit pan. So those are my goals for this, is to hit pan on both. I expect the highlight to be done fairly quickly and the bronzer to be probably sometime in the next 2 months or so if I'm using it every single day. As a bonus from this, if I could hit pan on this cream corrector, I will likely be doing that as well once I move through the concealer here. This seems like a lot and I'm already overwhelmed. Why did I do this to myself? All right, YouTube classics coming at you. So we have the Becca Highlight in Champagne Pop. I would like to hit pan on this. As you can see, you can already see the rings. I don't think this will take me very long. This I was reaching for constantly, and as soon as I started to see the rings, I panicked and stopped using it. So I would like to hit pan on this. So this is a peaking pan goal. I do really love this highlight. Honestly, I don't love Jaclyn Hill as a human, but she definitely hit it out of the park with this one. You just can't do a project pan without including some form of palette. So my plan for this one is not to pan the rest of the palette. That would just be crazy, but I have a very significant dip in the black at the corner here, and I am going to try and hit pan on this throughout May and June. I don't use black as much as everyone else. It's actually probably one of my least reached for colors, but I'm going to start setting my eyeliner with it and making sure I incorporate it in a little bit more. Only 2 products left. So this next product is off the cuff, the blush palette from about 2015. I know lots of you have this in your collection. The plan with this one is to hit pan on this middle blush. Sorry, it's not to hit pan on this middle blush because that will take forever, but it is to get rid of the entire pattern on it. The pattern is still fairly significant in the pan, however, it is getting pretty worn down, like you can barely see Tarte compared to the rest of them. So the hope is to have absolutely no pattern by the end of June. And last but not least, in the challenge for all challenges, is I would like to completely finish this melted matte liquid lipstick from Too Faced. This is a deluxe sample size in the shade Sellout. It is 3 milliliters and I would like it gone. Anyway guys, feel free to link me your project pan tips and tricks down below, or your project pan or peaking pan videos. Give me some inspiration to stick with this, and I need to stick with it because I need all of these things to either move out of my collection or feel like I've gotten somewhere on them. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see here, and for updates on this every week. Can't wait to see how it goes.